In this video, we are going to set environment for Scrapy in the Python. So first we need to install the Python, and if you go to python.org, the official site for Python, you are getting multiple version in the download section. And while I'm recording video at this time, there are 3.9 is a stable version in Python, but in my system right now, I have installed 3.8. And if you are using Windows 8 or 7, Python version 3.8 or 9 may not compatible with your system, then you can install specific version which is available also in python.org download section. And if you want to install Python with the Microsoft Store, you can just go to command and write Python. And if you are in Windows 10, then it will automatically open the Microsoft Store with the Python 3.8 or maybe 3.9, whatever the stable version is available on the Microsoft Store. Here I already installed, so it is not going to open Python, but it opens the Python prompt, which allow me to programming. But if you go to Microsoft Store, and if you are in Windows 10, I recommended you to install it from the Microsoft Store, because it will add the variable path in your environment variable automatically when you install Python. So in Windows 8 or Windows 7, if you are not getting the Python from the Microsoft Store, you can always go to python.org and download it, whatever version you want to install, and then add the path to the environment variable Python 3.8 or whatever you have downloaded. And programming, I chose PyCharm community version, which is free to program, because the Scrapy is a thing that we need to virtual environment or maybe folder structure with very basic. So PyCharm is going to handle all those things for me, and I already installed the PyCharm in my system. It's a quite a bigger file, so if you're gonna download it, it will take a time. And if you start with the new project, you will see something like this prompt, and you have to create the virtual environment. And what is virtual environment is a Python going to create the isolated environment for that particular project, and which is not accessible by any other your Python project. And what is next? There is the interpreter. Whatever Python you install, PyCharm will take automatically that path. And you can see here I installed it from the Microsoft Store. That's why the path is something like this. You can also download whatever version from python.org, and you will get that path wherever you installed. And now we need to install the Scrapy with the pip. In Python version 3 point plus, you will get pip automatically installed. But if you are using Python less than version 3.0, you need to install pip separately. Pip is nothing but a Python package manager, like is a package manager for Python, like npm is for Node. And the command to install Scrapy is pip install Scrapy, of course. And it will download files from the internet. And Scrapy indeed use multiple other Python which he needs to support from those packages. And there is Python documentation also available. You can go through it if you having any difficulty. There are multiple versions available. And here you can see that it's getting file from the case, because in my other project I already used the scraping and already downloaded. And Python, if you using Scrapy for the first time, you may get error for the twisted. Now what is twisted? Twisted is a library which connect with the network, you can say internet, and get those HTML file for us. And Twisted is a dependency library for Scrapy. So of course we need to install the Twisted. And Twisted use some build functionality of C++, which is we need to download. And how we can download? You can go to the Microsoft Store, Microsoft Visual Installer, like you can see on my screen, and you need to download the Microsoft installer. I already downloaded in my system. And then there is, okay, so you see there is so many dependency for Scrapy is downloaded by the Scrapy itself. We just write one command pip install Scrapy and all these files are downloaded. It's a quite a big package. And now we want to install the build tools, which is, if you going to download Visual Studio Installer, you will get the, if it's the first time, you will get this box with the download option directly. And in there you will see the option, multiple options, but we need right now only the one option. And this is the first one, C++ build tools, right? This is the dependency for Twisted, and Twisted is the dependency of Scrapy. So we need to download all those two. And because C++ build tools is Microsoft, is from Microsoft, so it's not going to download automatically by the Scrapy. We need to download it by manually, and you will get rid of that error. If you get, it's a quite a big error, don't freak out when you install Scrapy. Just install the build tools and you will get to go. Now the Scrapy is still installing the Twisted. Yes, we have to wait for some time. And thereafter, yeah, here's a list how you can install the Scrapy in Python on different platform or the different version. If you are using Windows 8 or 10, Python 3.5 will work. Scrapy latest work. If you are on Windows 7, you the 3.5 Python version will not work. You need to install the version less than 3.5, and the Scrapy latest probably gonna work. If not, then you may degrade the version of the Scrapy itself, and it is all the same. There is no lot of a difference. You can download any version and we'll get started with it. And the dependency we need to install is C++ tools. Without that, it's not gonna work. And our Scrapy is installed. And in the very next lecture, we are going to get started with the brand new Scrapy project with the Scrapy command. And here's the list of the command that Scrapy install for its dependency. We just install Scrapy, and pip is always get automatically downloaded in 3.0 version, 3.0 version, or any greater than 3.0 version. And whatever we are doing is in virtual environment. You can see that path in the my terminal venv, which is isolated for all other packages.